Hi, my lovelies. I promise I am trying to persevere in getting a Periscope out there for you, but in the meantime, I'm just too fired up, and so I thought I would record a really quick video. Hopefully, the lawnmower outside isn't disturbing you and you can still hear me. I wanted to talk today about reasons why writers need to kick comparisonitis to the curb. And let me tell you, this affects both established authors as well as newbie writers. Nobody is immune. And so I want to give you 3 reasons and 1 tip on how to avoid coming up against it at all. I'll give you the first tip, to be honest. If you are writing something you are really passionate about, don't read in that genre. This goes on from my pseudoscope yesterday, where I recommend that writers read. But pretty please, my own personal advice, but you will save yourself a lot of hassle and torment if you try not to read in the genre that you're currently writing. Read before you're writing it, read after you're writing it, but don't read it while you're writing it. It will help you stay on top of your voice, and it will allow you, hopefully, to circumvent some of these crisis of confidence issues that almost every author I've ever talked to has. Now, the 3 reasons you need to kick comparisonitis to the curb. Number 1, your voice is unique. There is literally no one else on the planet who could write the story exactly the same way that you can. And this is true whether you're writing fiction or nonfiction. One of my favorite people in the world has a lovely analogy, and it goes something like this. If you give somebody a writing prompt, or rather more than one somebody, you give 100 somebodies a writing prompt that says, write a story about a baboon, 3 priests, and a canoe. You are going to get 100 different stories. And she likes to say, one will be a mystery, one will be a love story, and one will be sci-fi. I don't know. But the point is that the stories that you create are yours and yours alone. Which kind of leads me into the second point about comparisonitis. Hold your horses here. There are no unique themes. They're done. They're gone. They've been gone since, as Liz Gilbert says, before Shakespeare got to them and started writing all of his plays and sonnets. They're gone. So just exhale and know that's covered. Okay, cool. Now I'm going to move forward writing what I think about these themes, or what excites me about these themes, or what I need to dive into about these themes. Because rest assured, you're writing because you need to tell your story. If you need to tell your story, tell it. Don't worry about how somebody else is telling it. Don't worry about whether or not somebody is telling a story that sounds a lot like yours. Guess what? A lot of us have similar ideas. And if you take religion as an example, I'm not a religious person, but I am a spiritual person. And if only one person could preach, there would only have been one preacher in every denomination, every type of religion on the face of the earth. But there's not, because everybody has a unique voice and their own way of relaying a story. Now, my thing is, and the third reason you need to kick comparisonitis to the curb is because of our unique voice, because there are so many billions of people in the world, and because despite all the technology connecting us right now, and you're watching this video and you might watch Periscope and you go on Twitter and social media and it's crazy, we're actually more disconnected, and people crave connection. So they want more than one version of every story. They want your story. So write it. Write it for that person who doesn't want to hear it from the famous celebrity, or from the very well-respected scientist, or from the multi-million-dollar bestseller every single year, several years, decades worth. They don't want to read it from them. They don't want to hear that message from that person. They are here to hear that message from you. And that's the mindset you need to be in when you are writing your story. Have that conviction that if you are feeling that fired up about it, at least one other person out there is fired up about it, and probably more. And to be honest, that's a scope for another time about your market and who's going to read it, because I don't even want you thinking that far ahead. I want you to finish your book. I want you to finish your story. And then later, 5 steps ahead, then we'll worry about it. But right now, you need to stay with your story and be in it. Now, like always, if you want to catch me, you can go to my website, anjanetteFennell.com. You can catch me on Twitter at AnjFen, ANJFEN. Same with Instagram. Same with Periscope. If I'm ever able to record a Periscope, I'm sure you will get noticed. Come by, retweet these videos, subscribe to my YouTube channel. I will persevere. I will be getting this information to you because I think it is so, so important. And so I look forward to seeing you next time. Bye.